Aloha, my name is Arna Lāhela Johnson, and I'm so happy to be here with you all today here on the Kupuna Network. Today, I'm here to share with you how to make a tea leaf lei. And this is a tea leaf rope lei. As you can see, I have it open. I made this last night. And I come from from the valley, the Ahupua'a of Hakipu'u on the windward side of Oahu. And I gathered these la'i, these green tea leaves from my yard. And the beautiful thing about tea leaves is that there are so many uses for them. Obviously, you know that we use them to wrap our food in to cook with. They're also used in hula and in arts and crafts and floral design. And you can also make a beautiful pu'olo with it, which is kind of like a tea leaf basket to give as a ho'okupu, an offering, or to give as a gift. And you put mea'ai, you put food or treats in it. And in Hawaiian, here in Hawaii, we also typical for a Hawaiian home to place these plants in the four corners of the property around your home for protection, because the spiritual significance of these leaves is that it will protect you. And as a kahu, I do blessings for homes and businesses, and I use these la'i for my blessings. And but today we're going to make a tea leaf lei, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this. To me, it's very simple. It's an easy process. Once you get it down, you can. I think this took me maybe about an hour to make, and it was so much fun. Of course, in the beginning, it might take you a little bit longer to make one, but it's so much fun. And you know, you put all your love and your mana into it, and it becomes a wonderful gift to give someone. So I'm gonna teach you, first of all, when you go to pick your tea leaves, you wanna ask permission first, because you never want to just take your tea leaf or a flower. You always wanna ask permission, or if you're gonna pick your papayas or your mangoes, you always want to ask permission first, because this is the Pono way of doing things, to work together with nature. And then you always have that, their mana, their love infused in whatever it is you're picking. So I typically like to pick tea leaves that are between 24 inches to 30 inches long. The longer, the better. And I'll explain to you why. But for starters, you want to have your tea leaves, and you want to cut them down. So you just cut on the side. You can see there's a like a rib, or the center of the tea leaf. You want to cut on the either side of it, and just strip your leaves as such. And then you're going to have two halves, and then you'll just discard the bone or the rib. So there you have it, two halves. And then once you have stripped all of your leaves and you have all of these beautiful halves, then you're going to place this in the freezer, just like this. Place it in the freezer overnight. By the next day, these should be ready to work with. You'll take them out of the freezer, you'll let them thaw, and they'll become nice and sort of limp, like this. And another way that you can do it is you can use an iron. And what I'll do is if I can't wait and I want to make a lei right now, then I'll place a towel on my ironing board, place my leaf, my la'i right on top of it, and with an iron, I'll just go over them gently till they get nice and soft. So I do like to use the longer leaves, like you see here. This one is almost 30 inches. because the longer the leaf, the less leaves you'll need. This lei took 4 30-inch leaves. And so I take one of these and I will cut it in half, right down the middle, at an angle. So there we have it, like that. Then now I have 2 halves of 1/2 of a tea leaf. Now that I have 2 halves, I'm going to show you what I do. I take the 2 halves and I sort of wrap it together like this. Make a knot at the end. There we go. And everybody knows how you make, well, most people who make tea leaf lei use their feet. You know, I would put this between my big toe and the next toe to hold it, and then you would start wrapping it. But in this case, for the camera, I'm going to place it on a clipboard like this. Okay, now I'm going to get started with weaving this. Now there is, as you'll see, there is a shiny side to the leaf, and then there's the back side, which is the dull side. So I like to make sure that when I'm wrapping my leaves around, that I am exposing the shiny side, and the dull side is wrapped on the inside. So there we're going to have a really nice, beautiful, shiny lei. So now that I have my 2 halves here, you're going to get the leaves started by sort of twisting them. Twist each leaf and twist from left to right. So left to right with each leaf, left to right. That's how you get started. And you just start to make sort of like a, I don't know if you can see, if the camera can see this here, the close-up. And you don't want to squeeze, you don't want to twist too tightly. You want to kind of keep it a little bit on the loose side, because you don't want to squeeze the life force energy out of the leaves. So we're twisting both left and right hands, twisting to the right, left hand under right. Twist to the right, left hand under right. Twist to the right, left hand under right. And keep going, and just keep going until you get about maybe 2 inches from the end of the leaf. Okay, now we're going to add the next leaves. So we're going to take the new leaf, we're going to place it behind the end of the previous leaf and wrap it around it again with the shiny side out. We're going to leave about 2 inches out, so we have this beautiful little decorative ornament there, or beautiful embellishment or flair. And I'm going to do the same with the other. Wrap it around. And there we go. Now, what's so great about being able to do this is that, you know, we've all been home, we've all been at quarantine, self-quarantining since March, and we've all been at home, practically stuck in our homes, and it's been challenging. You know, in the beginning we thought, oh yeah, you know, this probably isn't going to last very long. Well, it's been lasting a lot longer than we anticipated. So, you know, and in our culture in the beginning, I remember when people were going around to the homes of the elderly and taking food, delivering food, and taking them, getting items for them that they needed. But you know, nowadays it doesn't seem like I haven't heard much about that lately. I haven't heard if people are still doing that for the elderly. So this, you know, it's wonderful to be able to come into your living room, come into your home and offer these opportunities to share with you something that I find very valuable, and it's wonderful to be able to create something, to be able to work with my hands, to use my mind, to use my hands and create something that's beautiful, something that I can share with someone else. And so I love this process. I love this opportunity to come into your home, come into your living room, and share with you something that you might enjoy making for yourself. You might enjoy learning how to do this. And it just is something that, you know, you're putting all your love and all your mana into, and you're gonna share it with somebody else. And it just ends up being a really wonderful gift, a beautiful blessing. So I'm twisting again, twisting my hands to the right, left hand under right, and you're gonna keep going. There we go, keep going. This is a little trickier, I must say, because normally with when I start using this, making this with my foot, my toe and my foot are stretching the lei out, and it's so much easier to work with when you're doing it like that. But for this opportunity, I wanted to be able to show this to you in this way. Okay, and I'm just gonna add on one more set of leaves here. And I always like to have the pointy part of the leaf on top. Wrap it around again, wrap it around, shiny side out. And let's get another nice leaf here. All right. So it's also beautiful that you can make these leis and give it for graduation or for weddings. I usually make these lei for myself before I go to do a blessing, because I like to have the mana of the leaf. I love to wear the mana of the leaf on me, and then gift it. I oftentimes will do this and gift it to my home, because you know there is a beautiful spirit of the home, and the home wants to feel loved and appreciated as well. So I will make a lei and I will wrap it around the door, or the entryway to the home as a gift, as an offering. So there we have it. We have a beautiful lei. This isn't quite finished, so we have two more leaves would complete this lei. But for sake of time here, I'm going to just knot this off at the end and show you. Isn't that beautiful with these little flares, these little embellishments there? And this one is the finished lei. So beautiful. Such a wonderful gift, such a wonderful present to give to someone, or to, like I said, bless your home, just to have. And it's so wonderful to be able to wear these leis. Anyway, so I hope that you're able to find enjoyment in perhaps trying to make these leis for yourself. If you don't have tea leaf, maybe you can ask someone to get tea leaves and bring them to you. I would start out with about maybe 6 leaves, about 2-foot length leaves, so you can practice. And practice doesn't make perfect, practice makes progress. So once you get your leaves and you start weaving it, you want to be able to inhale and exhale as you make your lei, and be thinking of things that make you feel good. And you always want to speak kindly, speak gently while you make your lei. You never want to be upset or concerned or worried. You don't want to infuse that into your lei. You always want to infuse love and joy and kindness into your lei, because the receiver, whoever will wear it, will feel that mana, your special mana. And so I hope that you have enjoyed this segment today on Kupuna Network. So happy for you to get started and to make your own lei. And I hope that you will have fun creating these beautiful lei for your loved ones. Enjoy. Have a beautiful rest of the year and enjoy making your own lei. Aloha and ahui ho.